Listen to my story, it's sad but it's true. Please don't laugh, it could happen to you. Beautiful Zelda from Galaxy 4 suddenly walked through my door. Beautiful Zelda, leave me alone. Just gone back to the Twilight Zone. Don't try your jive on a poor earth boy, 'cause your kind of love don't bring me no joy. Hey everybody! Welcome to Things on My Stream. That is the name of the show that you are currently watching. Hello all you happy people, and even those of you who are not happy, hello to you as well. Perhaps we can move you into the former category over the course of this stream. Maybe this stream will help in some way. So for those of you who have not seen, who have not been keeping up with the stream, I have been and will continue to be playing some Star Control 2, which is a super neat game about flying around, meeting alien races, fighting some, making friends with some others, fighting or making friends and then fighting some. There's one race that I keep trying to make friends with, and they agree that they want to make friends with me, and then they attack me for no particular reason. That's fun. Lots of different varieties in how the races you encounter can interact. Anyway, last week, the big thing that happened last week, so there's one of the races called the Pakunk, are these really nice but a little bit naive, maybe kind of hippy-dippy guys. They had this plan. They're going to go visit their former buddies called the Ehat, who's another place in the galaxy, who are unfortunately evil at the moment. They don't like being evil, but that's how it is. They're currently evil. And they feel really bad about it, but they also are evil. So the Pakunk goes over to talk to the Ehat, and they're going to get killed. And in fact, when we played first, they definitely got killed. Everyone has little spheres of influence, and their sphere of influence went to overlapping the Ehat's one, and then went and disappeared, which was not so good. So we thought about it, and we did a poll and all that stuff, and we decided, even though this is not necessarily part of the game in terms of being able to successfully finish the game, but we felt kind of bad about it because the Pakunk were nice, awesome, cool dudes. So we reloaded to us an earlier save that gave me just enough time to book it at full speed into the Pakunk sphere of influence, meet up with one of them, and be like, guys, don't do this. Seriously, my Ouija board told me that you shouldn't do it, which they saw as an omen that they should go back and check. So, luckily, that disaster was averted. And all it took was a little bit of messing with the timeline. But the other thing we did is we found the last remaining of a race called the Shofixi. The last remaining Shofixi, who is a half-blind little kind of raccoon guy in a ship that was highly damaged. Once we actually convinced him to help us, we set about... we also were able to acquire several female Shofixi that had been put into cryostasis. And so we sort of got this last male Shofixi, and we woke up the female Shofixi, and we just kind of went, do your thing, bring your race back with extremely undeveloped genetic offspring, but there it is. And I believe where we'll be starting this week is I'm going to be going back to my starbase to see how that has turned out. So anyway, brief recap of where we are. So let's see what we're doing. Going to put on the audio here. Oh yeah. Let's see. It's not the deaded Pekunk, I believe. Mycon. That looks like the most latest. Oh yeah. The other thing, if you look at my lander, if you look at my lander on the side there, lame lander, super lander. Oh yeah. So I've just I had a whole bunch of credits left over with the Melnorme. All right, where am I? I am at Mycon space, which makes sense because that's what I said in my save game. All right, so I just talked to some Mycon, and they talked about how their thought process works. But it was not that successful. I went to a planet that looked interesting, and it was covered by Infinity Mycon, which was a lot of Mycon. Change the name of the stream. The stream should be seeing the new name. Are you not seeing the new name for the stream? You may have to refresh to see it. Okay, so I think the first thing I want to do, see the Pekunk, you can see them down at the bottom there, or maybe you can't because things on my stream logo is kind of blocking them. But anyway, they are on their way back, and they're going to go back home to check something, and they're going to go back to the E-Hat and die anyway, so we don't want that. So I want to go back to Sol. So let's do that thing. Wait. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to. It should make a thing. Devices. Let's go. I need to bring up my little star control finder thing. What was the name of it? Aha. The fuel finder thing. All right. Audio's fine. Audio is okay. It's okay. Yeah, it sounds okay to me. Of course it sounds okay to me. If it didn't sound okay to me, I would be changing things. Oh, I noticed I decided to turn off. There's an option in the settings to turn off the nebula backgrounds in star systems, which I decided to do because it was making finding some of the seeing the planets a little bit difficult in some cases. Hello.
Captain, I'm glad you made it back in one piece. Light load this time, Captain.
Yeah.
The analysis reads as follows. Subject hyperwave broadcaster, Umga design. Data, this unit is capable of generating extremely intense hyperwave transmissions, though it is otherwise similar to our own casters. Summary, this thing would be great for practical jokes. You could scream boo from an orc cloud to scare the pants or whatever off of everyone in the system. If you used it in hyperspace, there's no telling who might hear you and come running. That's the end of our scientist's report. Be careful out there, Captain.
Maybe the Shofixi haven't actually made their way here yet. We'll get another Earthling cruiser though. They're good for fighting the drones that we've encountered a few times. Fill up on stuff. Fill up on fuel. Lord of the Froze, we can indeed fill up the fourth quarter of our fighter bay. I guess I'm choosing not to right now. I'm sure there'll be cool stuff to put in there at some point. Also, sometimes people just like give you fighters, and if you have no fighter bays free, then we won't be able to do it. Hello, Goat Prince 2. I'm doing pretty good. How all y'all doing? Okay. I think I want to go to Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. All right. So I'm just looking at my notes here. I've been trying to keep some sort of notes in order to keep track of what's going on. And I have this note that the Sirene are at Beetlejuice, and that and from talking to the Mycon and the Yihad, I think. Somebody told me about that I should go talk to the Sirene. So I'm gonna do that. Do somebody in the chat. Anyway, wherever it came from, that's what I'm gonna do. Where am I? Oh. They're really out here by themselves, aren't they? Eric the Orange, I think in order to do that, I need to first have the Shofixie actually have come back, and like I need a ship in my, I need a Shofixie ship in my bay before I can talk to the Hat Queen. I believe that's the situation. So I think that's just, we have to wait a little bit for the little Shofixies to do their Shofixieing thing. Ooh. Anubis 169, you have a different profile for Dark Souls? Ooh. Wait, are those good or bad? Those are good. Haha! Right, it's the red ones that are bad. Yeah. It's not an issue right now, but also my lander is way better. And look at how much storage space I have. I have so much room for activities inside my lander. Woohoo! Artemis Huntress, this is Star Control 2. A game by Toys for Bob, who are more recently famous for the Skylanders stuff. Ooh, biologicals. Alright, so there's massive tectonic activity on this planet. But there are some biologicals and stuff. And I kind of want to experiment with all my my shielding. Because my ship now has shields from everything. So I'm going to give it a shot. And I have other landers if this doesn't work out. Oh my... Look at... Look at how much tectonic activity there is. And I'm doing fine. Aw, yeah. Woohoo! All those little circles are earthquakes, by the way. This blue stuff isn't even worth the space in my... Woohoo! That was sweet. This is great. Now I can not die. Treasure World. That seems like it would be up my alley. Treasure's my favorite kind of thing. It's full of gold. Gold, 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 gold. I love gold. Arr, there's gold in them var hills. Oh wow, old-timey prospector, how do you know that? Well, I have this sensor thing that scanned the entire planet from orbit, and it said that there were gold in them var hills. Oh. It's not as old-timey as I expected it would be. Well, even us old prospectors gotta move with the times, young man. Wow, I cannot land. Okay, let's try that again. Acid World. That doesn't seem like the kind of place I'd like to visit. Alright, so this is a planet under the slave shield. But they also have a thing. Oh, this is quite like Earth. Hello?
Attention, unidentified space vessel.
Hello?
Be warned. This slave world and its inhabitants belong to the Urquan. I am Starbase Commander Talana of the slave planet Gaia. Your ship is not responding to standard hierarchy identification sequences. You are therefore classed as independent. And what? Is my monitor display correct? Is that a human commanding that vessel?
That's my name. Don't wear it out. The ethics, please. Justify that costume immediately. I am Captain Thok of the flagship Thok ship.
Question fully. Why are you here? Where are you from? Has the slave shield been lifted from Earth? Are the Urquan finally defeated? Simply put, Captain, what do you want from us?
Wow.
Look, Captain, I like you. Even though you're an obnoxious human, I like you.
Hey.
In another time, we might have become good friends. Perhaps more. But that's
I don't know. I've got some pretty good offers from a Vox over there, too.
We're not going to do anything to jeopardize what we've got here. We've come too far, lost too much, to ever risk losing Gaia, our new home. Don't get all judgmental on me, Captain. You don't know what we've been through. When the Urquan conquered us over 20 years ago, I was only a young girl living in Habitat 31. My older sister Diani was a starship officer in the Space Patrol. She was part of the final defense at Raynet. She didn't make it back. When the Urquan caught us in open space,
Raynet.
we all thought we were going to die. But then, instead of killing us, the Urquan offered us a choice. We could join the ranks of their combat thralls, or we could be slave-shielded in our homeworld. Like the people of Earth, we chose peace. We became fallow slaves. When the Urquan told us to return to our homeworld, we explained that we had none. Urquan Master 9 explained that they had encountered this situation before, and if we would provide them with a list of our requirements, they would use their extensive astronomical data stores to find a planet for us.
Wow, that doesn't seem so bad.
About Syra, about the color
Syra.
of the sky, about the abundant life forms, about the fertility of the soil and
These
sea.
Urquan don't seem like such bad
Less than an
fellows.
hour later, we received a terse message from Master 9. We were to proceed to these coordinates and disembark. This was to be our new home. But our new world, Gaia, was everything we described. We've been searching for a home planet for 75 years, and in the end, it was our enemies who gave one to us. I grew up on a small island off the main continent, and like all of my people, we lived each day under the sick, red glow of the slave shield. When
Maybe
the Urquan arrived 7 years ago to refurbish and recruit the starbase, I was selected as the new
maybe you
commander.
could see the slave shield as kind of a happy glow, a red, kind of like 99 Luftballons kind of glow.
When we first met your people, we've been wandering through the stars for almost 75 years, ever since the death of Syra, our home planet. We joined your alliance, and I use the word joined loosely, because we had no other choice.
This is content from Star
The
Control
Fox
1.
were raiding our slow habitat columns, and we had nowhere else to go.
Right.
We fought for survival, Captain. Nothing more. When
Yeah,
your
I know
people on
that
Earth
song
were
was
defeated,
about
the
destroying
Alliance
nuclear war,
just
destroying
fell
the
apart.
world, but it
The
was
Yehat and Shofixi
happy
retreated to their native
about
stars
the red
and didn't want
balloons.
us to follow. The Ariru, those creepy little weasels, just plain bugged out. Vanished, leaving us alone, with nowhere to go, smack in the path of the oncoming Urquan Armada.
Ooh, that doesn't sound so good.
What were we supposed to do? Fight? 2/3 of our habitat fleet was unarmed. Many aren't even superluminal. We were going to be annihilated if we resisted, and we knew it. When the Urquan surrounded us and started giving orders that all ended with, "or die," we took them at face value. We
It's a
obeyed.
good way. Just end all orders with "or die."
They gave us Gaia,
Ha-
the planet below.
you get me a coffee or die.
The world, Captain.
How are you
I
feeling?
wish
Or
I could
die.
change things. So don't misunderstand me. We love our freedom as much as anybody else, but we've got a good life here, and we don't want to lose it.
It's actually interesting because, of course, this is as I've mentioned previously. What I'm playing here is Urquan Masters HD, which is a fan HD remake of Urquan Masters, or they've gone through and changed all the sprites in it. So I'd be curious to what her view screen thing looked like in the original. I'm assuming it's similar, considering the kind of responses that you can do. But
Like I said before, Captain, we would like to help, but we are unwilling to risk losing Gaia. Unless you can find a much more compelling reason for us to get involved, you're on your own. Our species are almost identical, almost too close a match to be just a coincidence.
you're,
Our bodies
you know, blue.
are very similar, Captain. Except for certain parts. Our cultural development is also mostly parallel. Like you Earthlings, we evolved a society from primitive tribes whose main function was to protect themselves from
These are called the
large
Cyrene.
reptiles native to our old world. The main difference between our two sets of cultures, the split in the paths of our development, correlated
Pretty much the
what
same.
would have been your prehistory, say 5000 BCE. In your world, the agricultural communities were conquered by the more primitive, but also more aggressive migratory herding peoples. This led to a particular kind of sexual and political dominance structure which pervaded almost all of your Earth cultures until the early
One
20th
small
century.
change is all it
On
takes.
Syra, our only primitive migratory tribes were confined to our mountainous regions. Their herd beasts, the Weimar, did not do well in the agricultural basins and plains. The two cultures were isolated until much later, when the technological superiority of the farmers curtailed any major conflict. It was our paradise, Captain, our Eden.
It's worthwhile to note that that image that Castlewise linked to, that's not a small version of the image. That's the full resolution of what this game used to be, right? It was just pixel doubled.
At least before you began encasing yours in concrete and plastic. Syra's gravity was a bit lighter than Earth's, and its day was 50% longer. Our diurnal cycle is therefore different from yours. We spend 20 hours awake, followed by 10 hours horizontal. This subject is very difficult for us, Captain, but I will try to recount those sad days. Like your solar system, ours had a large population of comets and asteroids. Large meteor impacts, though rare, were not unheard of on our planet. So it was not a total shock when an asteroid penetrated our atmosphere and hit the surface. What was odd was that unlike most other meteors, this one was not pulverized on impact.
Oh, wait a minute.
It penetrated the crust, and indeed went all the way through to the mantle, causing a super volcano. The earthquakes caused by the impact were severe. The magma pumped out of the caldera wreaked significant damage on the nearby terrain, but within a few weeks it had cooled, forming a solid rock bandage over the wound. Within a few months, we had cleaned up the mess. The caldera was coming down
because this
nicely,
is, oh, I see,
and
this
things
is
were
why we
pretty
have to
much
look
back
at
to
the
normal.
other thing.
Then, just over a year after the impact, all hell broke loose on the surface of Syra. Huge calderas were opening all over, not just around the meteor impact, but everywhere. The scope of the disaster is impossible to imagine. Entire cities sliding into oceans of molten lava, kilometer-wide sections of
Oh,
land
jeez.
pulverized by a cataclysmic explosion, and clouds of poison gas and superheated steam created a death shroud around Syra.
I bet it was.
Maybe some other
Mycon.
time, Captain, I can show you the hidden functionality of my uniform, knife included. When Syra was destroyed,
I don't have the. Don't I have an
the only
option?
people who survived were in orbit, and most of them were members of our newly established, mostly female space patrol. From their ships, their orbital platforms, and their lunar outposts, they watched Syra die.
Yeah.
Within 3 days after the
It was,
cataclysm began,
I remember the
surface temperature of
Mycon were
Syra
talking
had
about
risen
how
by
their
almost
children
75 degrees to above
travel the
boiling
world and
point
then
of
smash
water.
onto planets.
It became clear
But
that Syra,
I thought I
our
couldn't.
paradise, our Eden, was gone.
So the Mycon are these sort of
the survivors spent years
mushroom
in orbit.
people.
They made a few missions to the surface and actually found a handful of survivors. But their main activity was to make preparations for departure. The Space Patrol fitted makeshift drive units to anything that could hold air. Orbital factories, research pods, even hotels.
Yeah,
When
the
fleet was
Mycon.
ready,
I don't think the
left orbit,
Mycon consider
never
other
looked back.
races to be.
The final population
People?
of our species was less than 10,000.
I mean,
With
they're not
only
people, but they don't
500
consider them to be.
But
They
were
just.
the best and the brightest. For the next
Which I like that. I think that's
25
accurate.
wandered
If you're
sublight
a,
speed through the
if you're a
sky,
mushroom
looking for a new home.
intelligence that expands through spores, then you would not. Everybody else is just basically food. This is not the stuff I want to say to her, but I want to continue this conversation.
Don't worry about us, Captain. We make out all right. Until then, Earthling.
So I thought that once, because I talked to the Mycon and they told me about that, and I thought that I could now talk, I would be able to talk to her and tell her about that. But that didn't work. I wonder if I can find their old planet. Shouldn't say where it is. Siren, a constellation? I don't think it is. Might not even be in this area of the galaxy. Disappointing. I wonder where their planet is. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly go talk to her again.
Hello again, pleasant human. It warms me to greet you again. Until then, Earthling.
Well, that was a largely fruitless. They don't even have an area of influence because they're all on their planet, I guess. Alright. Well, that wasn't very useful. Let's see what else we can do. Alpha Raynet. She did mention that they were fighting in the Raynet system. I wonder if that's a thing. Alright, that Captain Thok picture is amazing. Okay, what shall we do? So the Bakunk are still on their way over there. What do we have to do? So this is where the Spathi were. What other plot hooks do I have? It's kind of mostly it that I have for plot hooks, actually. I must have missed, or that I have for actual names of places to go. I'm gonna try going here and see what we have. Boom, ba-da-dum, 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 boom, boom, boom. Actually, get a look at that, like, thing that's like a planet with a bunch of stuff around it. I haven't been told there's anything there. It just kind of looks interesting. Let's go to the big middle one first. Oh, hey. It's a,
What a coincidence.
Hello.
I was just talking about you with the Keel Varizi captain.
Who the hell is Keel Varizi?
Interest in your explorations and struggles against the Urquan. But, like all Varizi, I'm afraid they were hesitant to introduce themselves for fear of, well, frightening you. In any event, it is our pleasure to meet you once again. Now, What can we do for you today? What would you like to sell, Captain?
I have data on alien life forms.
2 units of
Not much.
biological data we downloaded from your ship earn you 64 credits. It has been a pleasure dealing with you, Captain. We look forward to your next visit.
See if there's anything interesting on these planets. This is a warm, warm planet. That's not even a little bit not warm. Iodine world. That's even warmer. That is unnecessarily toasty, that planet. This is a dumb place. It is full of dumb. Alright, I'm gonna check out one of the, like, little orbiting things. Other star systems. Just because I'm kind of curious. Our heat shielding is actually sufficient, probably, to take on that planet, but there wasn't anything even good on it, so no point in bothering. Telluric. Nope, lame. Ooh. Except some biologicals. Woo! Everybody loves biologicals. Except, you know, them, I guess. Whoops. And I went home. I didn't mean to. I'm shooting all the mans. This is very similar to Bloodborne in a lot of ways. I know that's what everybody's been playing lately. You know, you shoot. I've got a gun that stuns things. You know, that's like what I'm doing. Oh, come on, really? Son of a poop. Might as well pick up the stuff while I'm down here. No, this isn't Bloodborne. I know, it's surprising. Oh. Oh ho. Who art you? Am I gonna have to kill you? I hope not.
This is a system message from ship's computer translation subsystem.
Hey, weird
Incoming
things.
message, extremely unusual in composition. Translation includes many lingual anomalies. Overall accuracy of translation is unknown.
Hello, Extremely. I hope you like to play. Some campers are not so good for games. Is it time for playing yet? Yes,
Hello.
of course. Difficulty. Problems are difficult. Let's be special together. Spicy games are always fun.
Why does everybody keep coming on to me?
Yes, yes. We are too friendly. Extremely happy sisters should correct each other for celebration. So much enjoyment. Shall we come to your house so that we can be relatives? Yes! Think and then do. You will tell us soon. Soon is now. Parties can be so much fun for other reasons. Alliance is good. Who are you? You are not Oars. We
Yeah.
are Oars.
I didn't. Okay.
Oars are happy people energy from the outside. Inside is good. So much good that Oars will always germinate. Can you come together with Oars for parties?
Hey, you seem like you're fun.
Here is bright and smooth. The other place is hurt or too much tired for keeping together.
Oh, that makes sense.
Other place is frumple. Or
Oh.
are here now.
Well, we wouldn't want you to be
Almost not
frumple.
yet. Soon oars are really here. You are help oars with party. Oars looking for you and find you. So much joy.
I would not like to subscribe to your
Now,
newsletter.
Smooth place all the time. And after now, never going back to outside. Never. Androsin are not here.
Androsynth
Oars are here. You are not
are
the
erased
same,
from
too
the
much like Androsin.
from Star
You
Control
are
1.
Happy campers. Do you want to see our surprising toys? No, do not. Anderson are so silly. We do not tell stories a lot about
I don't want to see your
them.
surprising toys.
No more Anderson stories.
Okay.
Aha! I am told, other Orr's cousins, you are connected for camping. I am so right. It is happiest days to not care about Androsin anything. So now we can be together for friendly dessert. I am so right.
Okay.
I will tell them again.
I feel like this conversation has gotten away from me. I'm gonna go now.
Yes. Ours is go with you same place or party.
No,
Nobody
you don't
is
have to.
forget.
No, you don't have to come with
Next
me.
is Alliance Party.
Alliance?
Always promise is good to keep. So much pleasure is coming. Ours and the you is changed together as soon as camping is started. You are not even aware. And then everyone is so happy. You are not forget. Alliance is promise. Oars are way.
I am confused by that. Ooh, green. Lots of tectonics, but we can deal with that. I do like the idea of the alien that the is, you know, the language that they're speaking is so weird that the translator just does not work on it. I love the sound. They're just like. I'm a little concerned the ores are gonna like follow me home. They seem like the kind of guys that wouldn't really respect personal space. Interesting. Alright, so the ores have influence now. Alright, the Bekunk looks like they made their way over there. I'm gonna try going back to Seoul again. Actually, first I'm gonna see what this little green planet over here is, see if there's something cool. Just because it's green, it looks interesting. Xenolithic world. I don't know what that means. And there's not much. Well, might as well pick up stuff. Pretty sure that's one of those probes coming for me. Surprise! Haha, loser! Vroom.
I hope the battle fares well, Captain. Before we go on, I have something important to tell you.
Ooh.
The Shofetsky
Yay!
have returned. Their ships can now be built in our shipyards. With their vast numbers swelling our ranks, we won't have to worry about running out of able-bodied crew. And I'm sure their volunteers will reduce the cost for new crew.
Sweet.
A fine job, Captain. Goodbye, Captain.
I have literally decreased the cost of life. Pretty good, eh? Life is now cheaper. Woo! The crew now costs 1 instead of 3. Shafixi. Oh wait, no. Alright. And now I'm gonna go talk to the Yeehat. So I want to go to say over here. I've got a note that there's something at Zeta Scooty. What's that? That is 531 13. Alrighty. Let's get it on. Woohoo! Get better. There's someone coming up behind me, which I think is a probe, judging from how fast it's moving. Oh. I think I was wrong about coming here. Whoop. Ooh, fancy. Oh, okay, this is just a nice planet for minerals and stuff. Oh well. Sometimes I write notes down and I didn't know why I wrote it down. I was like, this planet is interesting. I should really actually like say why it's interesting. Ooh, Ruby World. So pretty. Not kidding, actually. That texture is really cool looking. I dig it. Alright. So now I need to go to alright, Slilandro.
We wish to learn more about you. Please transmit data. I will initiate systems check. Level 4. Checking. Checking.
How about you
Checking.
transmit some
Systems
data to
check.
us?
Level 4 reports no abnormalities or malfunctions. Priority override. New behavior dictated. Must break target into component materials.
Adama? Can't use Adama. Ah! He's destroying the... I didn't know he could destroy my missiles. Ow. Okay. Let's get away from this planet. I do not like you, Silandro. You're a poop. But oh. But I bet you're not a poop.
Human, yet try our souls with your return. What is it you be wanting now? If this is being a true thing, there will be many changes, but we are a species long ways in the ways of deceit. You must be proving these words you say, Captain. Send the show fixed to us as a way of proof. We're scanning the separation of a vessel from your fleet, Captain, and indeed...
Go,
its
Shofixie!
configuration matches that of a show
Dum,
fixed
dum, dum,
scout
dum,
vessel.
dum.
This had better not be a trick, Captain.
No,
We have knowing the
I
power
literally...
of the glory device, and if you detonate the weapon near us, the price for you shall be dear. Very dear.
What? That will
The
prove.
scout has docked, and we await the pilot's appearance at the airlock. The atmosphere cycle is complete. The door slides open, and... It's true! The show fixed the other line! Look at that fat muzzle, those shining black eyes, the sweet claws! Our children have returned from oblivion.
Yeah.
Now we are faced with the cruelest truth.
All it took was
Who have
one
sacrificed our
one guy
honor,
having a
we
whole lot of
have lain
sex.
with the enemy. We are not worthy. We are nothing. We are less than
Oh,
nothing.
don't
Wait,
be that way.
we're the Spathy. We're the
Yeah.
of the Starship clans. We will not let this lie any longer. Listen, as I speak these words. If our queen makes the dishonorable command, then it is the queen who has no honor. And the dishonorable queen is no queen at all.
Oh, shit.
We, the Zeep, are the only clan who remember the true meaning of
Zeep
honor.
Zeep?
We shall tear the queen from her throne. The 2,000-year reign of the Veep Neep queens is over. The revolution has begun.
Oh dear. Oh. Huh. That wasn't quite what I expected. Oh, now we have two Yihad. There are now two overlapping Yihad spheres of influence. That can't be good. Light purple versus dark purple. I don't know which ones we like better. Well, I told the Pagunk to go back. But I think they might start coming back this way again. Okie doke. Well. That was fun. There's definitely something I still need to do with the Mycon. I gotta find the Sirene's homeworld or something like that. Alright, I'm gonna go there and then I'm gonna go up. Okay. Haha! Suckers! Oh. Well, since I'm here, again, I want to go to Kepler, Gamma Kepler, which is here. But while I'm here, I thought this little clump of planets or star systems seemed kind of interesting. Let's see if there's anybody here. All the oxen free. Wah! Boring. Just gonna try a random sampling here. Ooh, biologicals. We always love biologicals. By which I mean love to kill. It's piles of bees. And piranha, or fire flowers, it looks like. This is a very warm planet. Die, bees. Die, you extremely large clump of bees. Those bees must be like hundreds of miles across. Or at least miles across. Whoop. I didn't like that word. That area. Let's just try one other star system in this area. See if there's anybody around to talk to. Ooh. I think. Treasure! I like gold. It's so delicious. Actually, I kind of like that gold is not actually the most valuable thing. It's not even that high in the terms of how valuable it is. Guys coming around. I actually want to see what this guy. Is this just a drone? Oh shits. That was not what I expected. Oh jeez.
What? A human in a precursor service vehicle? How did you escape the slave shield, human? Or are you a rogue? Although you consider us the enemy, these conclusions are flawed. We are your salvation. We bring you peace. A peace built upon our social framework, imposed upon your planet. A new world order in which your prosperity and security are assured by the Urquan. We will protect you from the hazards of this hostile universe, from dangers so hideous your simple minds cannot imagine their dark.
I'm starting to get kind of an impression of what the dangers might be.
We are the enemy. In time, this will change. Soon, you will come to understand the boon of slavery we force upon you, and then you will revere and even love us for this gift.
Oh shit. So I think I just book it here, right? Yeah.
Launch fighters.
Go. Whoosh. Run. Oh jeez. That is a large sphere of influence. I'm really happy I upgraded all my speed. Oh, what a cute, adorable little teeny weeny planet. Whoa. Oh. I know what you are. Oh, hey, it's got some good stuff on it, too. In biologicals, it's my favorite. Whoa, jeez. Yay for shielding. Yeah, I am a huge fan of this whole upgrading the lander thing. Seems to be pretty strong in this meta. The meta I'm referring to, of course, is the meta where I'm fighting aliens on a rainbow planet. Alrighty, planet successfully depopulated. Job well done. That was fun. Woohoo! See if I remember. It's not biodiversity, it's every bio. Blunder score, you could say that I mastered the Urquan in the sense that I met them and I ran away. I ran away. I ran away. Lysander Gustav, it is indeed the HD version. Alrighty, so. You know what? I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call my buddies the Melnorm because I got a bunch of stuff now. So Thok ran away. He bravely ran away.
Once again, we meet to exchange valuable tangibles. Isn't this fun? Now, what can we do for you today? What would
I've
you
got some
like to
stuff
sell?
that I know you're gonna like. For one thing, I got a ton of alien life form data.
1 units of biological data we downloaded from your ship earn you 462 credits. What would you like to sell, Captain? Your ship's log indicates that you discovered the whereabouts of one of the rainbow worlds, which so fascinate us. In exchange, we will give you 500 credits.
Oh yeah.
What trade items would you like to buy today?
All of it.
The technology we are now offering.
What do we got? What do we got? We got.
Plans for building Hellbore
Ooh.
cannons. A weapon much more destructive than a simple
I like that.
blaster. Captain,
Boring
just a
hell
suggestion.
is all the things we like
Hellbore
to do.
cannons are energy gulpers.
We
So
find
unless
hell
you want
and
to
we
have
just
a
bore
long
that thing.
delay between
Hell is gonna be
shots,
like, ugh.
I would suggest you add
Come on, man.
dynamos or even Shiva
This is so
furnaces
boring.
to your ship. The technology we are now offering includes details on how to develop Shiva furnace modules, which generate
I
energy
love-
for your combat battery.
It's a subtle-
twice as fast as your standard dynamo.
It's a subtle thing, but I love that they sell you the guns that drain your battery really, really fast before they'll sell you the dynamo that recharges your battery
You will
faster.
appreciate this new module, Captain. With it, you should be able to destroy and devastate twice as fast as before.
That's because that's something. That's totally something that
Of the new
the
technology
merchant guys
we
would do.
offer you, if I may say so.
I
You
have
been
all the
an
stuff.
Excellent customer. Thank you.
What's he got for information?
As you know, in our many centuries of star trading, we Melnorme have come to learn
Okay.
much
It is
about what
Melnorme.
happens in our galaxy.
It's good. I was going to ask him that
And
question. Now I don't need to.
in the past. We have also kept records on the diverse alien races in your region of space. We will share this crucial knowledge with you for a fee of 75 credits per informative fact. No refunds.
Data, current events, alien races, historical information. Say current events.
While you probably believe that the Shofixi are extinct,
Oh, come on.
and caused their sun to flare with a device identical to the Utwig super bomb, the truth is not so simple.
I ain't paying for that.
Yet exists
I
a
knew
chance
that
to
already.
Resuscitate this meta
Lame-o.
species, though it will not be easy. The problem at hand seems simple. Bring together two Shofixi of different sexes, and the carnal gymnastics proceed. Given the short
The carnal
gestation
gymnastics.
and
That's pretty good, eh?
time of the Shofixi, you will have thousands
Next time
of
you're
creatures
there in the bedroom with your significant other.
20.
Let the carnal gymnastics proceed.
Easier than
I feel like you need like a
simply visit
a laurel wreath or something to really do it properly.
Delta Gorno. Captain Tanaka,
Let the carnal gymnastics proceed.
Your arrival. A warning. These warriors are old and fly in barely functional ships. If they mistakenly identify you as the enemy, do not return fire. Retreat and try to talk with them on their own level. The females of the species will be more difficult to obtain.
Right.
The only supply
I don't need to learn. I already did all that. Let's find out other current events.
Irquan are presently at war with a race called the Kora. They are fighting within a large spherical region of space, centered around the craterless star group. Although it is probably too early to tell, it would appear that the Korra are winning.
Suck.
No doubt you are familiar with an alien race called the Unga, who live in the Orionus constellation. While they are renowned for their potent and often cruel sense of humor, they have outdone themselves in recent years. Specifically, they have used an unusual hyperwave caster to
I have that, I
impersonate the
think.
Irat gods.
I got one from the
Kazan.
Shofixi.
When the Irat began tuning in to the voices of their gods on their hyperwave receivers, the priest caste was understandably skeptical and counseled their many followers to ignore the blasphemous signals. However, in a surprise move, the majority of the Irad then rose up and slaughtered the entire priest caste. The reasons for this ghastly move included overtaxation, lack of quality depth in ceremony, and the general feeling that the priests had made Dogar and Kazan's pronouncements overly complex. As you know, there are weaknesses in the division between dimensions.
Oh, god damn it. Is he gonna tell me about the
Your vessel uses
Araloo?
such weaknesses to enter hyperspace. However, there are other weak spots in the galaxy which lead to yet different dimensions. One such portal exists nearby
God damn it.
between the Chandrasekhar and
You know what I know, don't you? He can look at my ship and he knows that I have
starting on
the-
the 17th. Since
he knows that I have the
never
quasi
entered the portal,
space portal
you
spawner
give no
and he's
more
telling me about this
information
anyway,
on this
just to
subject.
take my money. Alright, let's try alien races.
Zakvatik are a
I know these guys are
of 3 alien species, all native to the
I need like a
same
menu of all the stuff that I can find out about.
severe collateral damage from the ritual combat between the Irquan and the Korra. While this is unfortunate for the Zakvatik, they have been forced to abandon many of their worlds. This close proximity to the inter-Irquan war will give them insights into the conflict, which will be of great use to you.
Maybe I need to go there and talk to them
The
again.
Zakvatik met the Chenjesu early on in the war, and are eager to make allies who can protect them from their enemies. In case you are interested, the Zakvatik homeworld is at coordinates 400.0
I knew that.
543.7.
I've already met them.
Planet 1.
Alright, try alien races again.
The Iraq are presently attacking the Pekunk in the Lakali and Kruger constellations. These beings
Obviously, I was meant to be doing this a lot earlier.
to their dark gods Dogar and Kazan, which in the past few years has been used against them by the Unga. If you need to manipulate the Iraq, we suggest you discover the Unga's technique and duplicate it.
He knows the Umga's technique. But he's gonna make, he made me pay again to find out about. I don't like this guy. These cost 75 each, so I have enough for 4 more. How about 2 of each? I get it, he's gotta have some kind of useful info at some point. He told me where the Umga were, so that's something. Alright, I got more current events.
As you are probably aware, Urquan starships, you call them dreadnoughts, I believe, possess effective self-annihilation circuits, which prevent other races from reverse engineering Urquan technological secrets. However, we have become aware of a shipwrecked dreadnought, which has remained largely intact. You will find the remains of the ship on the surface of a blue world orbiting Alpha Pavonis. We suspect you will find at least one item of interest there, possibly two.
I knew about that one. That's where I got the thing to make the hyperspace spawner. The Araloo told me about that.
You may have noticed
Yes!
the presence of an
Okay.
increasingly large number
This
of
is actually good
light
info.
vessels, which move with great speed and attack relentlessly.
Yeah, they suck.
We are sorry to say that this is our catalog item 2418B.
What?
Do not blame us. We are not responsible for this violent folly. The product is not being used in a correct manner. Should you wish to confront the actual wrongdoers, we suggest you search the planets in Beta Corvi for the probe's owners.
Beta Corvi. Okay, that's good. Whew. Alright, I think I'm going to use my other two on useful data on alien races.
The Pekunk are a mystical offshoot of the Yehat species, who left their bird brothers long ago to found a peaceful enclave in the Kruger and Geitless stars. At the present time, the Pekunk are defending themselves against the Ilrath, who
Somebody-
have been
really?
commanded
Who
to
told us
attack
about
the
Beta
happy
Corvi?
birds by Dogar and
I've seen people
Keza.
mention it,
The Pekunk may
in the
be
chat,
willing to make a formal alliance
but
with you.
I haven't seen anybody
We
actually
have
tell us about it.
confidence that if you explain yourself honestly, they will help your efforts against the Urquan.
Okay, I can afford one more piece of info. Current events, alien races, historical information. I'm gonna try alien races.
The creatures presently fighting the Urquan are called the Korra.
I don't know
They
anything
are an
about these
Urquan
guys yet.
subspecies who split off from the main species many thousands of years ago. Their present fight is a ritual reenacting of a major difference of opinion between two rival Urquan leaders after the Urquan overwhelmed their slave masters, the Dinyarne. The Korra are immune to reason, having long ago lost the ability to see their situation objectively. They live in a self-maintained paradox.
Oh, those suck.
To ensure their safety and security, the Korra fight an endless battle against all other sentient species.
Well, that's all I can
Would
afford.
you like to buy? It has been a pleasure dealing with you, Captain. We look forward to
Okay.
your next visit.
We got a plan. We can go talk to the Slylandro, and we can talk to the Unga. But first, I'm gonna run a quick commercial break. Be back in a jiffy. Alrighty. Found out all sorts of interesting things, although not as much as we should have. Those Melnorme. Alright. But we can go see about these stupid probes. I'm excited about that. Beta Corby. Yeah, of course, is still love you. You really, really should pick up your meds. I know I've had issues in the past with if I get really messed up if I don't take my medication myself. So and I have occasionally forgotten it, and it's really not good. All right, gas giant. So please go pick up your medication if you have to do that.
Hello, visitor. We are the Slylandro.
Hello.
I am content to hover, a Slylandro speaker. Your presence here fills us with excitement. We have gotten so
Your
few
presence
visitors over
Your
these many
presence here
crimes.
fills us with
We hope you can
excitement.
stay to talk with us for a time.
Your presence here fills us with excitement. He's like a middle manager.
Oh, this is terribly exciting. We will be happy to tell you about ourselves if you would please do the same. You see,
Hello.
we Slylandro have been extremely interested in learning about the galaxy, but our physique makes us incapable of leaving our gas giant home. Therefore, we are totally reliant on our infrequent visitors to keep us informed about events.
Can you make like a gas ship in the same way as we have a ship?
Only show up every few drawn.
Air?
We hope that our newly deployed exploration probe fleet will not only gather information for us,
You.
but other races of our presence
You.
as well. You know, it's funny. We hadn't heard from the outside galaxy in a whole Janasa. And then the Melno may come by and sell us a probe. And just a few hundred rotations later, you show up. Oh, the probes? Right. Well, like we said, just a short time ago, a race called the Melno may stopped by. They said they had acquired some information revealing our existence, and they wanted to study us if we didn't mind. In fact, the Melno said they would pay us for the right to do so. I guess they are biology nuts or something. Anyway, in exchange for our information, they gave us a probe vessel. Sure, if you are interested. In exchange for information about the life on Source, the Melno may offer to give us
the
a
planet is
remote
called Source?
exploration probe. It would roam the galaxy, gathering information and contacting alien races, and when it had filled its data storage units, it would return here and reveal to us everything it had learned. Our
Yeah.
probes do not attack. They have only defensive capabilities.
No.
Offensive behavior is not part of the instructions we program.
Their behavior is
into the probe.
extremely
To
offensive.
do so would be reprehensible. It was sent on a 500 rotation mission to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no catalog item 2418, remote self-replicating robot explorer probe, had gone before. Sure. What would you like to know? Sure. It was a difficult task for us, since we'd never done anything like that before. But for the most part, we just adjusted its standard program, which went something like scan for targets as defined in target list. If no current target, then select new target from the current targets list. using specified priorities. If current position is at current target, then set current behavior to new behavior based on behavior priority settings. Perform current behavior. Okay, that's the basic program. I said it was
Seems
simple.
pretty straightforward.
And here are the tables used by the program. Target list with associated target priority. Space vessel, 5. Transmission source, 4. Astronomical anomaly, 3. Planet-bearing life signature, 2. Raw replication materials, 1. Probe behaviors with assigned priorities. Communicate, 5. Record data,
Just being able to
4.
cut off. One sec.
Analyze data, 3. Seek replication materials, 999. Move to current target, 1.
Wait, 999?
That's it. That behavior was hard-coded by the Melnorme. We couldn't mess with it. Essentially, the probe will only fire its weapons if it has been attacked and cannot communicate with the attacker. No, the probe is armed with a battery of missiles. It doesn't use its electrical discharge device in combat. That's impossible! It's inconceivable! The electrical discharge device is used only for breaking down raw replication materials
Yeah,
into their
that's
component
what it thinks I am.
compounds for easy gathering. Okay. Well, we're not hardware people, so
I
we
imagine
usually have
not.
a theory. What happens is that while the probe is exploring space, whenever it's not doing something more important, it hunts for asteroids and similar space junk, zaps it into its component parts, absorbs the debris, and when it has enough raw materials stored inside, it manufactures a perfect replica of itself. So even though we only bought one probe, by now there should be hundreds of probes, maybe even thousands.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Sure. What would you like to know? I'd be glad to. You see, the probe has the capability to seek out raw materials, process the raw materials into component compounds, collect the compounds, and then, when it has a sufficient supply, it can build a duplicate of itself. We decided that since we had only one probe, we should change the replication priority and crank it up so that there would be more probes sooner.
Makes
The
sense.
factory setting was 2, in between movement at 1 and analyze data at 3. I told Joyce Lifting to set it a bit higher. Let me ask him what he set it to. Oh, my. That was a bit extreme, wasn't it? Joyce Lifting told me he changed it to 999, the highest setting on the dial.
Why do we have that setting?
I'm pretty sure the way it works is that every time a behavior is completed or interrupted, the program selects a new behavior based on the defined behavior target priorities and what kind of target is currently selected. I think a really high priority would cause a probe to focus its attention on that behavior.
This is one of those
No,
very
it cannot.
slow.
It is not programmed
Look.
for hostile behavior. What is your reasoning?
Bringing
The probe seeks raw materials
a
and
guy
processes them in
into
preparation
this
for
moment of
replication.
realization.
The answer is simple. It would spend more of its time seeking raw materials for its replication process. So what? I don't see what you are getting at, but I'll play along with you. Like I
Here
said,
comes the epiphany.
alien ships are the top priority target. Once a probe scanned a ship, it would instantly move toward it. Then, when it got to the ship, it would initiate communication automatically. When communications were terminated, a new behavior would be selected and... a new behavior would be selected. And since the replication setting was set to maximum, the probe wouldn't get time to pick a new target. It would use the current target, the ship, for raw replication materials. It would process the ship, break it into component compounds with electrical discharges. Oh no!
Yeah.
What have we done?
Yeah.
Traveler, you must tell us what we can do! How can we stop the probes from destroying all life in the galaxy?
Just like to point out, the Melnorme apparently had this thing that could destroy all life in the galaxy. They just were like hanging around.
Sorry, the Melnorme made us agree to a formal waiver of damages in case something like this happened. No, not catalog item 2418, remote self-replicating robot explorer probe. The model with the recall transmitter was catalog item 2419, and the Melnorme said it was out of stock.
I'd like how the Melnorme sold them the thing and then sold me the information onto where they were so I could stop the thing.
No, that would
That's
never
very
work.
smooth.
The probes will replicate too fast. As soon as you destroyed one, two would take its place. Why yes, there is. You're a genius, Traveler. Why didn't we remember that? Oh,
Because
there's
your
a problem,
sacks
though.
of gas.
How are we going to transmit the code? Well, while we ponder that problem, at least we can give you the code sequence. That way, if you run into a probe, you can destroy it without getting shot at.
Alright.
Years? Oh, you mean drawn. Well, let's see. There was the Melnorme just a few rotations back. Then we go all the way back over 3 drawn ago to the Urquan and the other Milieu guys. The Yuli and the Draw, I think.
The Yuli and the Drow?
Let me remember. That was a long, long time ago. I was only a nymph then. Oh yes, that's it. The Sentient Milieu was a cooperative association of
Sentient
sentient
Milieu.
alien species. The Yuli, the Draw, the Taelo, the Maelnum, the Foz, and the Urquan, who lived across a wide section of the galaxy. They talked with us fairly frequently for almost half a drawn. Then suddenly,
Huh.
the visit stopped.
The Urkon were
Never heard from them
buddies
since.
with everybody else.
Yes, there was another race, a highly sophisticated species of shaggy giants who made repeated trips to our world over a period of several drawn. They even installed a broadcasting satellite in orbit around our world, which let us talk with them whenever we wanted. They were called I'm sorry, I can't remember their names. It was a long, long time ago.
The precursors. Ooh.
I wish I knew more of the information you seek, Traveler.
That's
But we last
a
saw the
ship
Shaggy
that I was
ones
on.
just over 39 drawn ago, and very little from that era has remained intact.
39 years
Now,
ago? That's not very long.
Hold on a minute. Let me consult with associates Joyce Lifting and Sullen Plummet.
Sullen
Joyce
plummet.
Lifting, who has a better memory than
Oh,
I,
Plummet.
recalls that the Shaggy ones were
Plummeting
described
sucks.
as being worried. They were always hurrying from place to place, seeking knowledge as though they were in a desperate search for some important secret, some answer to a question that they never shared with us. Sullen Plummet remembers that the last time the Shaggy ones visited our world, they came aboard a great circular starship, one even larger than your own. They had discovered their answer and were leaving to
Answer
go
with
somewhere,
capitals. You know
and they
that's
didn't
gotta be
tell us
good.
Exactly where somewhere was. No, I have told you. One moment. Joyce Lifting transmits. Joyce Lifting has remembered something else, though it does not relate to the Shaggy One's question, answer, or departure destination.
It's useless!
What my associate communicates is the description of a set of 10 worlds, unlike all others.
Oh ho ho.
The Shaggy ones either discovered these planets, or, this is garbled, assembled them? We were told the planets were, again this is confusing, organized in some pattern which in some way alluded to the Shaggy one's ultimate fate. One of the worlds was described as orbiting one of a pair of blue stars not far from here. Another of these worlds circled a large white sun.
A large
That
white
was all I
sun.
can remember. Oh my! I forgot. You creatures see in the visual range and can see our, we can't see them.
God damn it.
What I mean to say.
Why does this always end up with me hitting on people?
Well, we use them when the male and the female. Well, look. I'd rather if you didn't ask about them, okay? Especially not in front of Soul and Plummet. She's shy. Goodbye, human fluid sac.
Alright, that is not PG. Right, a pair of blue stars, which is here, and I believe I actually have the rainbow world from there already. And then a big white star. Like there? Or, ooh, there's a big white star. All the way over here. Z-Man! There are quite a few big white stars. I guess not that many. Okay, fine. I'll find out how long Adran was.
Ah, human traveler. We have news.
What? I was just
One of our
here.
probes finally returned home, and we have been able to reconfigure it so that it will seek other probes and broadcast the destruct code sequence.
Ah,
We
good call.
expect the population of probes will decline swiftly. Thank you so much for showing us our error. We feel very badly about the inconvenience it has caused others. The Drawn is our primary unit of time. It lasts for an interval equivalent to 4 million rotations of our planet. A Drawn is subdivided into 2,000 Dranasa. Now please, our turn. Will you tell us about yourselves? The Urquan? The long brownish guys from the milieu with all the eyes and arms? They used to come visit us regularly about 3 Drons ago. They told us about all the interesting things they found from their scouting missions. They were really nice. Why do you fight with them? But the Urquan were such good guys. They had lots of interesting things to tell us about. And they never
They're just
got
misunderstood.
questions. Well, I guess a lot can happen to a species in 3 Drawn, like turning green and evil. Okay, but please, can we talk about you some more later?
Okay.
Goodbye, human fluid sac.
Uranus is over there, eh? So that's where the Umga are. do. I did save recently. Oops. I'm over here. Okay. So I was told the Umga. Maybe I should go to Alpha Pavonis first. Because it maybe. Because the Melnorme said I had to. The Melnorme said I had to. There was one or two things in Alpha Pavonis that might be interesting. Because there's the crashed Urquan ship. But I already Where is space? Interesting. Where's space, eh? I met the Orst, but they kind of freaked me out, so I ran away. Whoop. Oh. I thought that's where the Urquan had crashed. Maybe because I already got all the stuff I need from him. Just do a quick survey of this solar system. The moon base may have a little bit of an avian infestation. Gonna level with you. Is that Twitter account still around? The one that's like Moonbase Birds? Or Streaming Alphas Birds or Loading Ready Live Birds or something? Yep, Canada Geek, that was the thing. It's really not that surprising. Ooh. Wait, no, this was the place. Why did I do that? I did all the things that I shouldn't have been doing. Let's go! Those wormy dudes are freaky. They look like worms from, like, Team 17's worms. I'm gonna get all this biological stuff before I go look at that Ep4 ship again. It's great. All this biological data is now either cheap fuel or it's oh, or I could blow up. Apparently my shields were not fully shielded. Oops. Wow. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Nothing new of interest in the wreck. Oh. God damn it. Well, that was a bust. Plus I lost a ton of biological data. Nah, I'm not gonna load it. That's not worth loading a save for. I know I'm not 100% shielded, but it usually is more effective than that. Oh well. I'm just gonna check this one last planet. What was Mr. Melnomer saying about there may be more than one thing here? So I'm pretty sure I just got the Ep4. Make friends with the oars, eh? They scared me. But I kind of like the idea of talking to them more. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to the oars some more. Like, I've talked to the oars, and I seem to sort of leave them in good I seem to sort of leave them in a pretty good state, but I guess I didn't like befriend them actively. So let's try that. Ah. Oh, did I do something to make it so that we couldn't do an alignment? Oh. Johnny Kefka, thank you for subscribing for 20 months in a row. Johnny Kefka. Imagine that as like Kefka from Stylandro. You don't scare me anymore, Stylandro.
This probe is not hostile. Do not attack. Engaging self-destruction circuitry.
So long, sucker. Oh, nice. Let's look at the stuff for it. Best day ever. Woohoo! Oh, and hey, some sweet minerals too. And biologicals. Maybe I can do this one without my ship exploding. What the? Guy's doing jumping jacks. Wow. It's the scariest of all monsters. The jumping jack dinosaur. Also the whumping tree. How did they come up? I'm curious to know, not like, how did they come up with such crazy designs for the aliens that you encounter, for the aliens that are on the planets, but why did they choose these particular designs? I mean, I'm not saying that the rest of the game is super serious or anything, but they just seem weirdly out of place, like they're so cartoony. Alright, that's all the biologicals. Yep. I'm shooting people doing leg day. Alright. I'm done. Oh, hello. This is great.
We come in peace. Engage in
Probes are free money now.
self-destruction circuitry.
Well, there's one good thing. Sure. I will get you one piece of radioactive material. Boom. And I might as well fill up the hole with this stuff. Even though it's pooper.
We come in peace. Engage
I come in transmit destruct sequence. Ha ha! Man, I wish this worked against other guys. Oops. Alright. Hey, Oars. You guys want to talk? And spook me the hell out? Right. Sure, greens are good. I'll grab a few of these. Collecting minerals through a straw. I don't care. Here, Oars. Come and meet me. I'm delicious. I'm gonna shoot a bunch of dudes. I do love my biological stuff. Alright, everybody. Let's get out there and kill some people. Alright. I mean, technically speaking, this is supposed to be like a stun gun. So I'm just like collecting the biological data. I'm not really killing them. But I'm pretty much shooting them in the face. Like, remember the big monster dude that I got for the Vux guy? I only stunned that guy, which turned out to be to my advantage. He got a little handsy. Those little one-eyed guys look like enemies from Commander Keen. Anybody remember that game? Yeah. Fire the lasers of understanding! Some fat minerals. Always good. I don't even look at the like weather report thing before I go down anymore. It's probably overly cocky, but there it is. Considering this is my only lander right now. But you know what? Oh, what? My hold is full. Wow. I've got all this poop stuff. I'm gonna dump a ton of this. I don't need you. You are poop. Holy crap! What the hell's going on here? Energy. Whoa! Kogore, sir, we have confirmed that these ruins are the remnants of the Androsynth culture. From mass destruction we have witnessed, we can only assume there is some kind of huge land war here within the past 5 years. However, there is no signs of orbital bombardment or invasion from space, just a whole mess of buildings shot to pieces. Probably the weirdest thing we've seen, or not seen, are corpses. There aren't any. It's as though something appeared out of nowhere, blasted everything with nuclear bazookas, grabbed all the Androsynth, and disappeared. Oh. An additional report, sir, from Science Officer Bakaushi. We have located an Androsynth scientific research station and have been trying to make some sense out of what is left in their central computer. As far as I can tell, about 7 years ago, the Androsynth began to experiment was something they called dimensional fatigue phenomenon. Uh-oh. Can't figure out what this dimensional fatigue phenomenon, as they called it, is, but if we explored another city, I would be able to find more information on this subject. Oh, jeez. Bukowski here again, sir. We found another research institute. Well, the ruins of one. Anyway, the computer here is in better shape, allowing me to learn a bit more about the androsynth's investigation into dimensional fatigue. It would appear that their studies actually began over 10 years ago, after one of their blazer vessels discovered some precursor artifacts in Alpha Landi. That seems interesting. Wait. Gonna write that down. As far as their scientists here could tell, the devices generated waves which allowed the user to see into other dimensions, realms of existence which share positions with our own universe, but have different, reality phase. Anyway, the Andersons hoped that the dimensional fatigue technology contained in the device would permit them to create new, faster forms of hyperdrive and hyperwave. Instead, when they began their experiments, they made contact with some kind of life form on the other side, a creature from an alien dimension. The record is fragmentary here. I see requests from the central computer for information, data on reality aberrations, the mosquito mange, and air ghosts, poltergeists, and other malevolent supernatural creatures. The requests were more urgent, almost frantic, and then the record ends. Oh, such spooks. Anything else here? Captain, this is Ensign Hawthorne standing in for Bukowski. Bukowski is something, but in the process he's gone kind of nuts. When we first got to the city, Bukowski went wild because the science center was pretty much intact. He locked himself in their computer control cabin and spent about 10 hours alone in there. We could hear him mumbling to himself, and then his speech got louder until he was shouting. He was scared, sir. Damn scared. Finally decided that we'd be better. Jeez. These guys basically are like Event Horizon is happening to my dudes, while I'm just sitting up in my ship. We went to check up on him, but Bukowski wouldn't let us into the room. He said that no one could ever know what he had learned, and that just knowing was enough to alert them. He kept talking about them, crazy stuff, sir, about how they could see him now, and they were moving toward him. And then Bukowski started thrashing around the room, screaming that he had to destroy everything before they saw us too. He did a lot of damage to the Anderson's computer before we stopped him, and I guess he must have hurt himself in the process. He's got up... Jeez. He's cut up pretty badly. You know, it's strange. He must have hurt himself worse than I thought. Now when I look at him, it seems like he's got even more cuts than just a few minutes ago. And boy, is he screaming. Based on the damage Bukowski wreaked on the central computer, I don't believe that we will find anything more down here. I think we have learned all that we can from exploring these ruins. And frankly, with all Bukowski's ranting, I am getting a bit nervous myself. Call us back to the ship soon, please. What are the biologicals in this planet? Well, that was scary and not fun. feel like I should go to see one more city. Just to tempt fate a little bit. Oh, I can't go into any more cities. Alright, let me pick up a few. Spoopy oars. Oh, hey oars. Oh dear.
Happy pieces! I am squirting nice colors.
Gross.
Why? The reason. Camper friends have come to Tailo Playground. Why are you coming to this?
Halo. They were one of the sentient Milu people.
Yes, yes. You say words, then I say. It is fun in between. More fun than dancing. Many gravity centers in heavy space make good party places. This
Party
is why
people!
we like the new town. So many campers, and then what? Even the playground. Such a surprise. At this playground, Tailo
Wow,
are making
Lurbot is
time
on
jokes.
point.
It is too funny for the oars. Tailo are in heavy space, and next what? They spread to pretty space because Denari are chasing them. Now, Denari are sleeping, so oars can chase them. Then we can have a party. They are even better campers than you.
Hey, you take
Do
that
not
back.
Feeling bad. You are good enough campers, but not yet. Only campers can go to the playground. Alliance parties are often a good idea
I'm a
for
camper.
better parties, even for picnics. Do you want to be campers for the friendly days?
Sure.
Jumping peppers. I am squirting more nice colors.
Gross.
It is the best way. You will be very happy campers. Do not be terrified.
I've got...
It is better as campers.
What was that a translation
You
of?
like going to my house to start camping. It is 371.3. 253.7 location. We are so busy here for starting the campers.
Let's get that. 371.3, 253.7. Oars.
I will tell. This is Taelo Playground. Do you know? Taelo is not anymore the heavy space. They are not here. To play with Taelo, oars must spread into pretty space. There are so many good places for this here. Oars are happy. Of course, you do not know Taelo. You are campers.
I feel like
You cannot
campers might
go
be an
into
insult.
Pretty space. Too bad. I am so sad myself. You are not here, and then I do not think of parties. Oh well. It is so much excitement for the next time. You must leave now, so then you must come back. Yes, I understand very well.
They said I could land there now, right?
I smell you so much.
Ah.
Campers are pleasant. You are coming again to the playground.
Yeah.
We can have extra fun for future parties in quick time. Only campers can go to the playground.
Yeah, I'm a camper now,
Alliance
right?
parties are often a good idea for better parties, even for picnics. Do you want to be campers for the friendly days?
Oh, I have to go to the other place?
I am so sad.
Three, 71.3, 253. It's just down here. Yeah, the problem is that Toys for Bob is making such ridiculously huge amounts of money on Skylanders that it's kind of hard for them to have any enthusiasm for more of this. I'm a camper, I'm a camper, I'm a camper, I'm a camper.
Pleasant combinations. We have been anticipating about you. Do you like parties? We do several times, and so much the better. So much the better. Oars have been waiting for Alliance time. I will show
Alright,
you the
time for
inside.
Alliance time.
It is so good that you will never leave. Oh, I am so excited for expecting Alliance parties. Yes, yes. Reconsider.
Reading
it
this kind of
now.
dialogue is actually tricky. Yes.
Jumping peppers. This is Smiley Time. You are
Smiley
campers
time.
after all. We will start alliance parties for better enjoyment. Hello to our house. Do you feel better yet? If you are campers, you will enjoy the change, but maybe not yet. It is best if many happy oars are coming to your house. Let's spitting the fun words for several pieces, and then surprising things. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
we
go
do.
away.
Goodbye is the game. Hello, I am only Joke. It is funny enough. Do not
I am only
forget
joke.
to enjoy the sauce.
I do actually wanna. I'm gonna save where I am now. And then I am gonna try asking about Androsynth. See what happens when they're mad at me. Oops.
I am expanding. It is so much squishy to smell you. Campers are the best.
I like that. This is probably what a lot of alien interaction would really be, where you're just like both sides are just like, I have no idea what's going on. What did we just agree to?
I am say best word, frumple. Maybe you do not know. Frumple be round yet lumpy. So bad. The asking about Androsynth is so frumple, we are not happy. Do not asking it so much. It is better to not frumple, or else there is so much problem.
Too much frumple.
No more Androsynth is better.
I mean,
You are not same. You are happy campers, but already you know. I will not talking about silly Androsynth. Now is stop asking. If you are say the question another time, it is frumple too much, and oars are dancing for dissolving the campers.
hello.
I am clear. You are not so silly.
Yeah. I'm freaking out. These guys are weird.
Okay.
So the deal with these guys is they're called the Oars. They're aliens, as you may guess. But they're so alien that the translation matrix that the translation system we're using doesn't work very well on them. And so they're saying a lot of words that I don't quite understand.
Okay.
And they seem to be very weird and polite and nice, but I've also seen evidence that they completely destroyed a civilization that used to be here.
Ah.
And yeah. The Androsynth, which was the civilization that used to be here. And I asked about it and they said, don't ask about them. They were not happy campers. It makes us frumple when you ask that.
So you have to pick a...
So I saved my game because I actually want to see what happens here. Oh, jeez.
It is dancing.
Okay. That made him mad. Oh, now I have to fight him.
Oh, no.
Okay. I have no idea what these guys... This is a safe game, so I'm just gonna...
Go, go.
What's he got going on?
Go, 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 go.
Are you the top one?
No, I'm the bottom one, little pekunk.
Wimp, baby, worm, twit, baby, wimp, loser, moron, jerk, wimp, fool, jerk,
And it looks like he's sending little heat-seeking things after me.
baby, dummy, stupid, loser,
I do not
baby,
like.
fool, idiot, dummy, twit, dummy, moron, stupid, twit.
Oh no! Wow.
Damn.
Blew me out. Suck. Alright. I'll just...
Go, 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 go.
This is not gonna last for very long. Alright, I don't like this anymore. I'm gonna have to reload.
Go.
Show fixie it is! These guys, they have a little pea shooter weapon,
Yeah.
but their main attack is that they explode.
Oh. Wait.
Go!
Go, go.
No! Go faster! He's faster than me. This won't work very well. Slingshot.
Go.
Oh, I didn't make it. Okay. I'm just gonna warp. This is my
Go, go.
big flagship that isn't very strong, but I'm just gonna warp out. Oh god. Hopefully. Okay. Whew.
Damn.
That was scary. Okay. I don't want to make them mad. New plan.
Don't interact.
Well, I kind of allied with them, but I wasn't quite sure what that meant. And now I'm worried because they're all over the place.
Oh, wow.
But I did it so that I could get something on this planet here. So I'm gonna go there quickly. Let's see what's there.
I smell you so much. Campers are pleasant. You are coming again to the playground.
Yes.
We can have extra fun for future parties in quick time. You are asked if oars are upset. Oars are not upset. You are
So
happy
also what you're
campers.
saying is getting mistranslated.
Certainly,
Probably,
you
yeah.
are only slow time walkers. It is not fun on the surface in slow time. If you want to go, that is okay.
Hey.
Okay, they let me land. I don't know quite why I wanted to land. Ah, because there's something here. There's energy. Oop, my little lander dude.
Oh, cool.
Alright, I'm mostly... Captain! We have found an unusual glowing rock thing here on the surface. Thanks. First noticed it, I thought it was naturally fluorescing. Igneous, dike? It's a bad font. But upon closer observation, we can only conclude that this object is artificial in nature. Tallow design. Ooh. These guys surely built to last. Simple radiometrics showed an age in excess of 20,000 years. Regardless of how old it is, it continues to radiate energy all up and down the EMR spectrum, with concentration of emissions in the red infrared range. Even though it weighs a ton, we will definitely lug this puppy up to the ship. One last comment before I sign off. Ensigns Hodgkins and Witherspoon both reported extreme headaches and mental disarray whenever they approached the Tallow device. None of the rest of us have had problems, so either the ensigns are just being babies, or the Tallow device produces some kind of shield that affects only certain people's minds. Maybe the scientists back at Starbase will be able to tell us more. Yeah, I went to another planet in this area that is now controlled by the Oars.
Okay.
And it was covered in worlds that were, or cities that were destroyed.
Okay.
And each city I went to, we found out more about it until the guy who was doing the investigating went insane, locked himself in a room, and then when they tried to bring him out, he like tried to kill himself.
Oh, wow.
It was, basically, we made like he did like Event Horizon or something bad.
Ah.
Something bad happened. I'm just gonna dump some of my useless cargo here so I can pick up that gold. And then
So minerals are important overall.
yeah, well they give me so I can upgrade and stuff, which is always good. I can there's it's great that there's this like merchant race that you encounter. Oh right, I'm full. Okay, fine, that's enough for now. There's this merchant race you encounter called the Melnorme, and they sell you all sorts of new technologies and stuff. But they do like there's a nice touch where they sell you technology for really powerful guns for your flagship.
Okay.
Which is great. Except these really powerful guns take a lot more energy so like when you fire them, your battery like goes down really fast.
Oh, okay.
But of course, the next thing that they offer to sell you is better batteries.
Yep. Sounds
Which I
good.
think is a nice touch that they do. All right, I'm gonna save this.
Clench Eastwood, it's more Pikmin. Or rather, Pikmin 2.
Thing. And that is going to be that for the day. Or for me for the day.
Cool.
So, thank you everybody for watching and joining me on this journey of discovery through all sorts of different alien races. We met some nice ones, some bad ones, some ones that appear to be nice but are actually horrifying. Lots of fun things. If you like what you see, please check us out at loadingreadyrun.com for all of our content. And you can support the stream at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun or by subscribing or just following the channel. All of that helps. And if you missed some of the previous streams, all the replays are at youtube.com/loadingreadylive. And the schedule is on Loading Ready Run as well. So check that out. I'm just going to go offline for a few minutes and be coming back to the Beige's backlog. I always want to say things on my Beige because I'm looking at the thing. Beige's backlog.
But you haven't said it yet. That's what's important.
All right. We'll be back in a little bit. Bye.